I love the fact that you have a net set up in your backyard so you can practice all the time, but I want to make sure that you're not just rocketing golf balls into the net over and over without a plan. Okay, the first thing I would have you do is make sure when you film your swing, the camera's not too far down the target line, it's not too high. Ideally, the camera's down your toe line and the height of your hands. Okay, from there, just a very simple setup for a net, and this really goes for everybody watching this video. I would have you put a piece of tape down on the ground, aiming your club face at your intended target, which would be ideally in the middle of the net. Then from there, I would have you put another piece of tape down, aiming your feet and body parallel to your target line. And then to take this to the next level, I would have you put another piece of tape down on your target line in your net. And this allows you to see where the target line really is, and we can start shots a little bit to the right, have them curve in, instead of you coming down over the top and pulling every single shot when you're practicing. Okay, this is going to allow you, when you're set up over the golf ball, to see where your target line really is. Now, diving into your golf swing, we need you to bend further over at the waist. I want you to scoot just a little bit further away from the golf ball. Release a little bit of tension in your arms. Backswing is pretty solid. You get into a pretty solid top position, but you can see that you're coming down rather steep and on top of the plane. You're going to throw this club head outside of your hands and pull your hand into the left and hit a lot of pulls. So let's hop over to the face-on view. I want to show you a couple things that I see from there. All right, so let's take a look at the face-on view, and the reason why it's so hard for you to shallow the club and maintain a lot of these angles as you come down into impact. It's really coming from your setup position. You can see your upper body is kind of stacked and out in front of your lower body. Your lead shoulder's way too far out in front of your lead hip, and your shoulders are very level. So ideally, we have like 7 to 10 degrees of tilt with our upper body further back and away from the target. I want your lead hip bumped toward the target. I want 55% of your weight on your lead side, 45 on your trail side. And the reason why is, one, because your right hand's lower on the club than your left. And two, if you think about any athletic sport, like throwing a ball down a field like a baseball or a football, your upper body would have tilt back and away, your lower body to be pressed toward the target. It's the same thing in golf. So when you don't do that, when you get up to the top of your swing, you're going to see a more tilt toward the target instead of away from the target. And you're going to have to compensate as you come down in transition to get this trail shoulder down and underneath of your lead shoulder, which you're just not going to do, which is why you're going to come down steep and you're going to have to early release, pull your hands in and scoop through. So a checklist for you: make sure you're filming the proper way, set up the alignment station. Let's make these setup changes from face on and down the line, and then let's take a look at your golf swing.